At the age of 54, Sean Diddy Combs is experiencing what many describe as the most challenging year of his life. He has navigated through a tumultuous landscape filled with a barrage of allegations that threaten to tarnish his illustrious career, culminating in a recent arrest that has left him awaiting trial. Compounding his troubles, Janet Jackson has found herself inadvertently entangled in Diddy's legal troubles and has recently spoken out about the situation. Before we delve into Janet's involvement, it's essential to examine the serious charges against Diddy that she likely wishes to distance herself from. A lavish lifestyle and dark allegations. Diddy owns a luxurious $61 million mansion in Beverly Hills, where he hosted an extravagant birthday party in 2022 to celebrate his 53rd year. This event attracted a plethora of celebrities, including Jay-Z, Chris Brown, Machine Gun Kelly, and Mary J. Blige, marking not just his birthday, but also his 3-decade journey in the music industry. Diddy has collaborated with numerous music legends such as the notorious Big, Mariah Carey, and Jennifer Lopez, earning him respect in the industry. Even rapper Eminem acknowledged Diddy's impact in a verse from his diss track Kill Shot, expressing his admiration for the music mogul. However, in stark contrast to his celebrated career, Diddy now faces accusations that could potentially destroy his reputation. In the eyes of many, he is perceived as a disgraceful figure, a threat to society whose career hangs precariously by a thread. His situation evokes comparisons to other infamous figures, like R. Kelly, who has faced similar grave accusations. In March 2024, Diddy experienced an unsettling incident at his Beverly Hills home, where authorities seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil and supplies linked to activities he once referred to as freak-offs. The ensuing investigations revealed a slew of troubling allegations against him. On September 17, 2024, Diddy pleaded not guilty to the charges brought against him. This came just a year after several women began stepping forward to share their experiences of abuse at the hands of the hip-hop icon. Cassandra Ventura's allegations. The scandal first erupted when Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, known professionally as Cassie, filed a lawsuit against him on November 16, 2023. Cassie, who had been in a romantic relationship with Diddy for over a decade and was also signed to his record label, detailed a pattern of violence and coercion that characterized their relationship. She accused Diddy of physical abuse, claiming he often beat her, leaving her with visible injuries and emotional scars. Her graphic descriptions of his violence painted a disturbing picture of their time together. In her lawsuit, Cassie also revealed the nature of the infamous freak-offs hosted by Diddy at his lavish homes, which allegedly involved drugs and coerced sexual acts. She described how these events often turned into violent spectacles, where women were compelled to participate in degrading performances, all while being filmed for Diddy's pleasure. Cassie recounted a particular incident involving rapper Kid Cudi, stating that Diddy responded violently when he perceived Cudi to be making advances toward her. Diddy denied all allegations made by Cassie and even countersued her for extortion. Ultimately, the lawsuit was settled for an undisclosed sum, allowing Diddy to maintain his claim of innocence. However, Cassie's allegations opened the floodgates for more women to come forward with similar stories against Diddy, leading to multiple lawsuits being filed between November and December of 2023. The rising tide of accusations. The wave of lawsuits against Diddy continued to swell, with some dating back to the 1990s when he was at the height of his career. An anonymous woman alleged that Diddy and an accomplice coerced her into sexual activities during that time. Another woman, Joy Dickerson, claimed that Diddy assaulted her while she was a college student, even filming the incident without her consent. These accusations escalated, with one woman named Liza Gardner alleging that Diddy assaulted her and her friend over 30 years ago when she was only 16 years old. Gardner's claims included horrifying details of physical violence and psychological manipulation. These lawsuits surfaced just before the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act, which temporarily allowed victims to file cases even after the statute of limitations had expired. Diddy's representatives dismissed these allegations as opportunistic attempts to extort money from him. In December 2023, another woman, referred to as Jane Doe, came forward with a lawsuit claiming that Diddy and former Bad Boy Records president Pierre Thomas assaulted her when she was just 7 years old. She alleged that she was given drugs and alcohol before being assaulted, leaving her in significant pain. In the face of these mounting allegations, Diddy maintained his innocence, asserting through social media that he would fight to clear his name against what he described as baseless claims aimed at assassinating his character. However, the situation took a turn for the worse when, on May 17, 2024, a shocking video surfaced showing Diddy physically assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway in Los Angeles. This footage, dated back to 2016, showcased a brutal encounter that sparked outrage among fans and fellow celebrities alike, the fallout, and ongoing legal battles. In the aftermath of the video's release, Diddy issued a brief apology, acknowledging his reprehensible actions. Cassie subsequently shared her own statement detailing the hellish reality she endured due to the domestic violence she faced during their relationship. The legal battles did not end there, as more women emerged with claims against Diddy, including actress Crystal McKinney and a woman named April Lamro, who alleged multiple instances of assault dating back to the mid-1990s. By July 2024, the deluge of lawsuits reached a fever pitch, with former adult film star Adria English filing her own suit against Diddy, echoing the same types of allegations. As the public outcry grew, Diddy's reputation continued to crumble. In September 2024, Diddy failed to attend a court hearing regarding a lawsuit filed by Derek Lee Cardello Smith, resulting in a default judgment ordering him to pay $100 million in damages. Although this judgment was later set aside upon appeal, the incident further tarnished his public image. The situation escalated to the point where, on September 16, 2024, Diddy was arrested in a Manhattan hotel room following a grand jury indictment. He faced numerous serious charges, including racketeering, sex trafficking, and kidnapping, among other heinous crimes. Prosecutors alleged that he led a criminal enterprise that exploited women, coercing them into substance-fueled orgies and filming the events for personal gain. The connection to Janet Jackson. In light of Diddy's ongoing legal woes, one might wonder about the relationship between Diddy and Janet Jackson. Their connection dates back to the controversial Super Bowl halftime show in 2004, during which an infamous wardrobe malfunction involving Jackson overshadowed the performances of several artists, including Diddy. Although Diddy has stated that he admired Jackson, he admitted in a 2015 interview that they never maintained contact after that event. Years later, he reflected on the injustice faced by Janet in the aftermath of the Super Bowl incident and expressed anger that her moment had overshadowed his own. Their interactions took a more personal turn in recent years, with moments captured on camera showcasing Diddy's admiration for Jackson. However, following the surfacing of the allegations against Diddy, both Jackson and model Naomi Campbell distanced themselves from him, suggesting that they did not want to be associated with the ongoing scandal. Despite their previously cordial relationship, the timing of Cassie's lawsuit appears to have marked a pivotal moment for Janet and Naomi. Many speculated that Jackson's decision to delete photos with Diddy from her social media was an attempt to sever ties and distance herself from the controversy surrounding him. Conclusion. As Diddy awaits his trial, the consequences of his past actions continue to unfold, leaving a trail of allegations and damaged reputations in their wake. The complex relationship between Diddy and Janet Jackson highlights the broader implications of the allegations against him, showcasing how they ripple through the lives of those associated with him. With each new revelation, the public grapples with the stark contrast between Diddy's celebrated career and the grave accusations that now define his legacy. Volumes upon volumes of books could be written about Janet Jackson and her incredibly famous family. The dramas, the divorces, the children, the financial issues, and the secrets could keep anyone entertained for weeks on end. However, out of all of her siblings, Janet has kept the lowest profile relative to her massive success, which was eclipsed only by her brother, Michael Jackson. The soft-spoken, hard-bodied singer keeps her private life extremely private, and that extended to her marriage to under-the-radar Qatari billionaire businessman Wissam Al-Mana. The couple tied the knot in 2012 and welcomed a son, Isa, in January 2017 before announcing that the marriage was over in April 2017. Little was known about these two, but Al-Mana proved particularly elusive during their 5 years together, and since their separation, he's been even more mysterious. So, who is the elusive Mr. Moneybags who stole Janet Jackson's heart and, some would argue, her freedom? Janet Jackson's husband is a self-made businessman worth a staggering $1 billion. According to The Richest, Wissam Al-Mana is the director of Al-Mana Group's retail division, which includes luxury companies Hermès and Agent Provocateur. The company is also a shareholder in Saks Fifth Avenue stores centered in Middle Eastern locations such as Dubai, Doha, Bahrain, and Kuwait. I oversee new developments, and I'm constantly working on interesting projects, one of them in design. I'm also pursuing an art project, and I'm involved in several charities, he told V-Man magazine via Yahoo. Al-Mana's fortune will probably grow in the future too. He, along with his two brothers, reportedly manage the massive company, which is comprised of more than 50 individual businesses ranging from real estate to car dealerships and food services. Leading the family business is not a job Al-Mana takes lightly. He told Entrepreneur Middle East that he's working hard to honor his father's memory. My father passed away when I was quite young, and I felt that it was my duty to kind of pick up the flag and to continue the business and try to continue the legacy and the family name, he said. It's in our blood, we're merchants. When I was a child, I looked at my father's passport and his occupation said merchant. I asked my mom and she explained that we are merchants. We take pride in that. It's our heritage. Few people had heard of Wissam Al-Mana before he became known to the world as Janet Jackson's husband. That's because he prides himself on staying out the spotlight and out of the headlines. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitter, he told Entrepreneur Middle East. I don't have anything because, believe it or not, I'm a very, very private person. I don't even have WhatsApp. I don't like to pry into people's business. Wanting privacy while dating a woman as famous as Janet Jackson may seem impossible, but even during the early stages of their relationship in 2010, Al-Mana and Jackson managed to blend in just like any other couple. Of their trip to Sardinia that summer, an onlooker told Us Weekly, they were fairly inconspicuous, just like any of the other dozens of couples at the hotel. She hung onto his arm when they walked through the lobby in the morning, and he kissed her on the head after lunch. They seemed very tender with each other. Insiders also told the magazine that the Middle Eastern hunk stays out of trouble. Sam's, his nickname, well known on the VIP scene in Dubai, but he's not a playboy, he's a good man, the source said. He's rarely had serious relationships so publicly. He's just a man of religion and morals. And speaking of which, speaking to Entrepreneur Middle East, Wissam Al-Mana revealed that his company only works with brands that adhere to Muslim religion values, a decision he personally made. One of the cultural restraints I'm finding is that we don't want to work or deal with alcohol for cultural and religious reasons. So it's trying to find the concepts that will work without actually serving it. He said, "It was my choice not to venture into alcohol and pork because it's against my religion. It's really that simple. I thought it was the right decision to take. I think it's the easy way out to secure brands which serve alcohol because alcohol makes up 30% to 40% of the profit.